All right, lots of people keeping an eye on Lee, Ryan Snoddon included.
Yes, what's the latest, Ryan?
The latest on the storm is that it is still, from the National Hurricane Center just moments ago, updating a Category 2 storm. 165 kilometer per hour sustained winds. It's rolling north-northwest. So that turn to the north that we've been waiting for, it is now underway. And you can see as it works its way northward, going to be west of Bermuda. That is when it is expected to weaken to a Category 1 storm as we roll through the late Thursday night and early Friday time period. Still expecting to move into our waters as a Category 1 on Saturday. And again, this thing has been looking like it's going to arrive a little bit earlier. So I think from pretty much the get-go on Saturday, we're going to be starting to feel some of that wind and the rain, and that will then ramp up as we work throughout the day on Saturday. Still expected to transition to a post-tropical storm as it slowly tracks through the region Saturday and into Sunday, with lots of wind wrapping around this system, and of course the rain that will continue wrapping around this system as well. Now, the one thing that has occurred over the last 24 to 48 hours is a shift to the west with the track, but you can see lots of different forecast model ideas of where the actual track will be. What I'm going to show you here is my map that is closest to the National Hurricane Center and the Canadian Hurricane Center track, and there it is there. And so if that is the track, again, things could change. It could shift west, could shift east, but as of right now, it looks like the strongest 90+ kilometer per hour gusts would be the South Shore, the Tri-County area, and then into southwestern New Brunswick. That'll be the greatest chance of those gusts exceeding 90 kilometers per hour. The rest of the region, 60, kind of the low bar, to as much as 80, 90 kilometers per hour, perhaps stronger along the coast. You may be thinking, well, that's just a nor'easter. Yes, but with this time of year and the trees loaded with leaves, that will be problematic, and power outage potential with those types of gusts, given that, again, the trees are loaded. Now with the track, and again, along and to the left of the track, the heaviest rainfall and the risk of flooding looking more likely for New Brunswick, but the South Shore, Western Nova Scotia, also the potential for some of that heavier rain, periods of rain, and the risk of heavy downpours for all of us, particularly on Saturday and into Saturday night. The other big factor here is, of course, the storm surge, and that will not be able to be timed out until we really get a firm handle on when it will arrive and how that will line up with high tide. The other thing I want to mention, Tom and Amy, Thursday, well ahead of the storm, tropical moisture feeding up into the Maritimes. That'll really run the risk of some heavy downpours throughout the day on Thursday. So definitely be mindful of that. If you're traveling, could really encounter some heavy downpours and thunderstorms on Thursday, well ahead of Lee. Thursday, that is also when we will be, of course, getting even more detail on Lee's arrival. So do stay tuned for updates.
Busy week.
Yeah, a lot of good information there, Ryan. Thank you very much. We'll talk later.
Thank you.